I'm Vincent Meza, Listings to Leads. This is our Get Started class. So this is a great class to join if you're new to us, but also many of our longtime clients like to check in and see what's happening. I can tell you from a technology addition and upgrades, we've made some really awesome improvements to the platform in the past since October, but we're also adding some new elements this year. And so it's a good year to stay on top of things, to be using what we're launching. We're going to have some really great additions here, but let's talk about what Listings to Leads does, right? We've been here for 15 years. We're an advertising platform for realtors. We help them find buyers. We help them market their listings. We help them find more listings. And we also help you on social media. We help you build your networks, build your brand, and help you work your farm markets. So I think all of those things are necessary for a realtor today. And with that, there's a lot of ways to do that. We do this leveraging social media, some free stuff, some paid ads. We have Google ad software, powerful place to be advertising. We do a lot of tools in print. We coordinate with you or integrate with your CRMs. And we also have a lot of e-flyers, right? So we have a year's worth of content just in e-flyers alone. And everything that we do is designed to capture leads. And Scott was a realtor before. And so he knows the things that you're doing on the day to day. And what we can tell is that your large companies, your big brands, the big franchises, they really have your branding covered, right? That's their top goal. Get the brand straight, get your logo and your colors uniform. But capturing leads is way down the list. And so if you think you need more leads in your business because you want more business and you need to talk to more people to have more business, I think this is the best system you can find. And so some of these leads are free, but if you're investing in ads and stuff like that and our print tools, you're going to get high quality and higher volume of leads. So let's talk about the resources that are available to help you understand what's going on. The first one is leadgenwebinars.com. Okay. I'm going to send this to everybody right now. So you should see it blinking now inside your GoToMeeting chat panel. And you can sign up for this class, get started. Scott does one on farming, just a bigger, broader farm story, which mine go in and out of that. I do a class for lenders. I do a class for top ways to get more listings, and then Facebook and Google ads, just a class solely on Facebook and Google. So this one's a bit of a hybrid of everything, right? Because you got to know at a high level all the things they can do. So this link should be in your GoToMeeting chat panel. I recommend you save it if you have time for our live classes. If you don't have time because your schedule doesn't work with ours, you can always check out every class because we record every class, including this one. And it's on this channel right here, which I'm sending to you now, right? And one thing I recommend, I think since the NAR settlement last year, listings are more important to realtors than ever before. That's my view. And you'll see I do a class called Top Tools for More Listings every 2 weeks. I highly recommend that every agent that wants to be in this business gets serious about getting listings and watches 2 to 3 versions of that class. Because Scott and I talk to realtors every day. We get a lot of feedback in our mastermind group. We get a lot of feedback in email, and we share what's going on. So if there's something that somebody is doing that's relevant happening right now in any of our particular classes, we're going to share that. So if you're looking for ways to get more listings, I would watch 2 or 3 versions of that. And to any new client, I really recommend you, if you come here, you'll see there's almost 800 videos. We've been recording videos for a number of years. The newest ones are at the top. I honestly recommend that if you watch 10 or 12 videos, which is a lot, you're going to know what to do with our system. And if you're able to leverage our system, your business is going to grow. So if your goal is to have your business grow, I would watch a good number of these. Okay. So we also have a private mastermind group. There's a place inside the account, or you can just ask the support team. There's some good stuff in here, and I'm going to dive through a little bit here right now. I'm scanning the page. Scott's got some stuff, but it's really cool. One of our clients, this is often where Scott and I are talking about the new technologies coming. But one of our clients came in and just said, "Hey, I thought you'd want to see what I did with my open house." Right. That's normal. You have a sign, things like that. But here you see this QR code. We have a number of PDF guides that are designed for you. They're branded to you on every page. They're all like 5 or 6 pages long, some for buyers and some for sellers. We even have a mobile app to get to our single property website. Here's a different PDF guide. So what this person has done is use the flyers that we print, that we design automatically for you, just put them in a placeholder and just sprinkle them around the house. And if you're looking in this case, the laundry room, and there's like a relevant tool, every time somebody scans that and they want to download the report that's available on this topic about negotiating, they've got to give you their contact information. And that's really what we're about, is getting more buyers and more sellers. And you can see that this agent just put this stuff out there at his own open house, right? Because he's not standing throughout in every room offering value, but the QR codes are. I thought that was great. It's the first time I've seen that. I thought that was just an awesome thing that he was doing. But you'll see our stuff up here. If you scroll up, you'll see questions and things like that. So that's our mastermind group. So definitely want to let you know about that. Another thing I want to glance at before we get started is our report. This is not a report that you typically look at, but because it's Get Started, this is a report that Scott and I get every week. And it's showing us the top kind of lead gen happening from our clients and the various kinds of tools. The number one tool for getting listing leads is called Property Valuation Plus. It's a home valuation landing page. And this guy's been killing it for about 3 months. I don't know what he's doing, but he's created one for Montgomery County and he keeps using this. I'm assuming he is running ads somewhere because he's getting a lot of leads and he's showing up on this report every week. Claudia has been on this report, I want to say, for 2-3 years. And you can see that what's cool is that in the background picture, she puts like, this is one of those outlet stores. And so when you're putting a local kind of landmark, it doesn't have to be something from the beginning of the country. It could be like something that everybody knows. And in this case, everybody knows this kind of outlet when you're in your area. So it really makes your home valuation page look local, and you can create unlimited ones. This guy owns an assist to sell office up in Canada. Time running ad. He's probably using Google to get his leads, or Facebook, but he is always at the top of our list, generating seller leads and getting them back to his agents. Kim, I don't really know Kim. She's new to the place. What's your Jackson, Mississippi home worth now? Okay, cool. And typically I don't recommend putting a picture of a home, but she did it and she's doing really well. So you can do all kinds of things. These are all instant home valuation landing pages. Okay, that's what these are. And these are ours. And you can create them in about 2 clicks, as long as you know how to type in the name of your favorite town, right? And we also have, let's see, what is this? Oh, yeah. So you can also create custom landing pages. And I don't even know Mo and Sam, but they have created this, right? The Deuces Rising New Construction Townhomes, right? So you can find out about qualifying up to $75,000 down payment, because there's always kind of unique deals with building. And so they created this page completely by scratch, and it looks pretty cool. This person, Dan DeMarchis, has a report that he's making available. So if you sign up, you can download the free report. So notice the thing that is, here's another one for free report. The thing that's unique about this is they're all designed to capture leads, but you often have many different value propositions that we don't know about. And so that's what landing pages can really help you convey. They can help you get, oh, Rancho Cordova, this is by my hometown. Okay. And this looks like this lady is, oh, Rancho Cordova, what is your home worth? Interesting. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, you can just go out and do different things with the system so that you're not just stuck in a box. Many agents have many unique ideas. Now, this is our listing landing page, okay? And every listing gets its own landing page created automatically. We email it to you. We auto post these to your social media accounts. And if somebody clicks on this, we're going to grab their name and email and we're going to deliver it to you. And you can see here that John here generated 20 leads, and Kenzie here on this page has generated 17 leads up in British Columbia, Prince George, right? So these are just some of the tools that we're creating. And why I'm showing these to you is that these are going to help you understand that we're all about lead gen, right? We have multiple ways of helping our clients capture leads. This landing page that we're looking at, originally we create it when it's just listed. If you save an open house, it's going to say open house. If the price is reduced, you see what's happening. And when it's under contract or sold, there's even a different call to action. And the thing about our later stage call to actions is when you sold a home, we're not looking for buyers at that point. We are saying, hey, that affects your home value, and click here if you want your home value. So we leverage your later stage listings to get more listings, right? And there are a lot of tools that do that, but that's the overall later stage marketing of our platform is what we're about. So let's all get into listings to leads. Oh, before that, I want to give you a couple of kind of tools. In your GoToMeeting navigation bar, open that up and you should see a little button with a paperclip on it. And when you open that up, there are a couple of documents, and I highly recommend that you download and print both of these right now. Okay. And I'm not going to go through the Facebook and Google one. Basically, the Facebook and Google one, it shows you that early stage ads will get you buyers. Later stage ads will get you sellers. You've got PDF guides that you can run ads on and get either buyer or seller, depending on which one you're using. And then we have landing pages, right? So I showed you that from the report that we were looking at a minute ago. Also, it says that we've got Google ad software. So when you're thinking of Google, think about Google when you want more listings. If you want buyers, use Facebook. You're going to get really low cost leads from Facebook. I'm going to show you how in a minute. You can also get seller leads from Facebook. No doubt about it. We have that. Our clients are doing it all the time. But higher quality seller leads come from Google. And so if that's your zone, then you probably already know that. And you probably want that. They are higher quality and they are more expensive. So we'll touch on that later. But this is something that you should have printed so that literally every agent should be running one ad every week, minimally on Facebook for $50 each. Okay. And you can watch that class, but basically your business page will be seen over 10,000 times, and you're going to capture between 50 and 150 leads with name, email, and phone number. I don't know where you guys sit. We've got a lot of agents on the call today, but you are each competing against thousands of agents. And how do people know that you're even a realtor? Facebook is a great way to build that brand. That's why I say run one ad every week. Run it on a listing, run it on an open house, run it on a borrowed home, borrowed listing, run it on something you sold a couple weeks ago, or run it on any of our landing pages or PDF guides, but run an ad once a week and you will see that you're getting leads with name, email, and phone number. The other tool that I've asked you to download and print is Top Tools for More Listings. Now, you might know that these are the classes that I do and rotate through every couple of weeks, and they're all recorded. So this class is actually on this YouTube channel right here, Top Tools for More Listings. Nearby homeowner letter, run sold Facebook ads, create home valuation landing page. We looked at a number of examples there. Run ads with those landing pages on Facebook and Google. Run ads on Facebook and Google with the seller PDF guides. You have 80 in each of your accounts, but 40 are for homeowners. If you're focusing on getting more listings, you want to focus on those. Market home sold report, get sold postcards out. We got e-blast emails that will help capture seller leads, and then create a custom audience. This is something you definitely want to think about. I talk about it in my classes for Top Tools for More Listings and for Facebook and Google, but I probably won't be talking about it today. But if you think that you're going to be in this industry for a while, I don't know, 3+ years, you want to be finding out what I'm saying here. Scott talks about it too, about how to create a custom audience in Facebook and target those same people in print and target those same people in email. That is a full kind of strategy. right? And that's something that you should probably be thinking about your business is strategically. And so many agents, they do all kinds of fun things, right? They have awesome multiple ways and often redundant ways of spending money on a monthly basis. With our platform, you can run ads on the most popular websites in the country. You can mail print tools that will capture leads, and you can email blast through your own CRM or your constant contact or whatever and capture leads that way as well, targeting the same group of people, right? You can buy a list from remind.com or redx.com with people with equity. You load it into your CRM, you use our email tools, and you blast them out. You take that same list and you start mailing out our just sold postcards that are nearby homeowner letters, and you upload that list to Facebook and you run ads in front of them, right? That's like I'm not sure what more you can do, but by hitting your target market with multiple channels, right? Of course, you could pay for ads or you could pay for bus stop signs, and there's going to be some good budget there. You could even wear a sandwich board, but this is an electronic way and an efficient way. And everything that we're doing has call to actions built in. So when you sign in, there's actually a wizard to sign you up to get you everything turned on. So if you're not a client, as soon as you enter your credit card and start your free trial, it's going to say, great, let's get your stuff in, get your headshot in, right? If something is required, add it, right? For your information, get your company logo in. We've got the branding colors from a lot of the major franchises out in the country, but you can also do your custom stuff if you're from a boutique. And you go forward, you save it, you go to the next page. And this is really where the rubber hits the road. Connect all of your social media accounts so that when your listings hit our system or change status, or if you want us to auto post to your home valuation landing pages or new construction landing pages, these are the accounts we're going to connect to. So you click, you connect on Facebook. There's you might have multiple business pages. And so it'll show you that, but these are all kind of one-to-one. If you connect your own YouTube channel, we will auto upload the virtual tour that we send to you automatically there. Okay. And then the next page, and this is where it starts to get confusing. We're asking you to connect to Facebook again because we want to help you run ads in 2 clicks. So you connect here, right? And then we ask you to connect to social media again because we're going to put all this colorful conversational content. Definitely make sure you're doing this and that you're putting in our PDF guides. If you work in Spanish speaking markets, add those too. And just do the American holidays. I don't know why in the heck we keep doing this. Unless you're in Canada, right? And you got Canada holidays. Here's where we auto sweep your listings. Now we can actually, for most of you, you work with MLSs who work with our partner List Hub. So drop in your MLS that you use, your email that you use in your MLS, and we'll see the listings associated to you and pull them. We can only pull active listings, not sold listings, and not anything pending either. You can also borrow listings. So maybe there's somebody in your office and you want to borrow their home because you're going to sit on their open house, or maybe they have a listing in the neighborhood that you want to farm market yourself. You can always use grab active listing, and then we ask you to give us a zip code and MLS ID, and then we pull it in. And then once you've done that, now we can auto post to your socials because you did that previously. You can also connect your CRMs here, right? And if you don't have a CRM, no worries. Use our follow-ups. Our drip campaigns are actually better than almost all of these. I honestly don't know of any of these CRMs that are outperforming ours. Our open rates are higher than some of the top ones here. And we know from just experience that we're closing deals. We're closing buyer deals and seller deals. The drip campaigns, these are drip campaigns. They actually incorporate our landing pages in our PDF guide. Now you can also connect your reviews from Zillow and Google and Testimonial Tree. You can also add your own Googles later inside the account. Maybe you have them on Facebook or on Yelp. And that's just it, right? That's how you set up your account right there. And once you've done that, now you can start getting serious. And whenever you log in, we put you on the dashboard and you can say, I want to generate buyer leads because maybe I have some listings that I need to sell, or I want to generate seller leads because I want more listing, right? Either way, you still got options to do multiple things. Run ads to get buyer leads, market active listings to get buyer leads, use the buyer landing pages to get buyer leads, and use any of the 40 PDF guides for home buyers, right? And so there's multiple ways of advertising, but you can just come right to the dashboard and all the assets that you need are right here. Similarly, you could say, hey, no, I need seller leads, right? So you could just go right in and say, okay, I'm going to run an ad to get sellers, not buyers. And everything would be teed up right there to help you get that. You can market later stage homes, things that are sold or pending or under contract, and you would get seller leads with that. You can market any of the seller landing pages, the ones that we created for you or ones that you created yourself. And then the other 4D PDF guides designed for homeowners, you can market them right there. So I'm going to just show you real quickly. If you click on marketing tools, and this is true for landing pages and for PDF guides, we drop you right on the place to run ads, right? Boom, run an ad, create an ad. It's that easy. Click create an ad. And you do, in this case, you do have to type in the name of the town that you want to work in, right? That you want this to show. But that's how you do it. You type that in and you click create ad. And that's going to create an ad on Facebook that's going to get you seller leads with name, email, and phone number. When you run an ad on PDF guides, the cost of a lead is about $10. Since it's a $50 budget for 7 days, you could expect 5 leads, right? You could also run ads on Google. Higher quality leads, more expensive. These leads probably cost between, I just guess, $10 and $15 each. Again, you type in the name of the town, click create ad, and it's all done for you. We can also, when we did the setup, we told you that we can connect and auto post all of these PDF guides there. So you could do it one by one if you like clicking buttons, or you could just have us do it automatically throughout the year. There's also eFlyer for your database. So remember, I was saying you might buy a custom audience of homeowners that you want to target in your favorite horror market. Now you can take this email and blast it out on them, right? If you got it sitting in constant contact or in your CRM, that link and that graphic are both, and this link are all going to drive to a page with lead capture. So our emails capture leads, right? The emails you're using, they usually have your picture and your phone number saying, call me when you need help. But you may not know this, but people are not really excited about calling realtors all day. They are excited about learning more about their homes, the ones that they want to buy or sell. And that's why these e-flyers help. Now, we also have print tools. If you want to mail out door hangers or postcards, the print flyer, we remember that guy was doing the open house and he had those little stands around that spread out around the house where you just had a QR code and you could download the PDF guide for free as long as you give it the information. It was this print flyer. For some reason, it's taking forever. It's this kind of thing here. And it's like, this is a way, there are 80 PDF guides. And as you can see, there are multiple ways of marketing these things, using them in a lot of different ways. So back on on this section here, let's go look at creating a listing ad to get sellers. The number one way to get sellers is actually running an ad on a home with our lead ads on Facebook. Okay. And there are a lot of ways to get seller leads. Now, when I say this is number one, it's because it's the easiest and cheapest, not the highest quality leads, but high enough quality where our clients actually get listings from this. And all you do is you have the property that's sold and you click this button that says create ad. Remember when I said the PDF guide ad, those leads cost about $10. These cost about $7. You're getting name, email, and phone number. So it's definitely something. And I even recommend that maybe you sold a home 2 weeks ago and you signed up today because you heard that, oh, I got a new listing and I want to market my new listing. And I always tell everybody, you need to add that sold listing manually and you need to run an ad on it every week for 2 months. Because every time you run a $50 ad, you're going to get 6 or 7 seller leads with name, email, and phone number, right? And the more leads you have, the more likely you're going to convert one of them. So this is an easy way of getting seller leads, right? Is running ads on sold properties. You can also run ads on homes that are under contract or pending. And many times those leads are even cheaper. We've seen those leads come in at $4 and $5 each for seller leads. And naming that is really smart, really good use of your money. But you can also, trying to get seller leads, run ads on the PDF guides, right? So remember, I mentioned there are 40 PDF guides, but in this case, because we're on the sellers tab, the seller lead tab, we're just going to be looking at the 40 that we're going to help you get seller leads. And once they tee up, I want to 5 dangers of overpricing. I'm going to go with that. Lead ads means that my leads are pre-populated from the profiles, really high quality lead information. And then you type in the name of the town that you want to target, right? And boom, create ad. It's incredibly easy. And remember, I was telling you at the beginning, everybody should be running one ad a week minimally on Facebook for your brand. Because notice it says sponsored by our little goofy page, but yours is going to be sponsored by you, your business page. So that's awesome for your brand. And then every ad, depending on what you're doing, is going to capture either buyer leads or seller leads. So let's go back here. What else? We can also do landing page ads. And let's do this one. This is the generic home valuation landing page ad. And I'm going to tell you, this often doesn't work. When we started the class, I showed you the top producing landing pages. They all had unique photographs that made that you knew their area. Going generic and asking for people for their name, phone number, and email is not the smartest thing you can do. Okay. You can easily create a landing page of your favorite town where you want more listings in our system and then run ads to it instead of going out with this generic look here. Okay. So agents do it anyway because they don't bother to take these classes. So they're just going for it. And often they don't get good results at all. And it's very disappointing for them. And the reason is they're actually not putting any of the work in to make this thing a very powerful ad. And that's why you need to watch my Facebook and Google class, because I'm going to go in depth on that. So we've been spending time on the dashboard, and you can get a high level of what's going on, right? And the things you can do there. You can focus on getting buyer leads or seller leads from the dashboard. But I want to show you a few things that are like outside of just resources for you, right? If you go to the marketing calendar, if you don't have a lot of business, I really recommend you get here and there's just one action every day. And if you click on it, it's going to tell you, here's the checklist. These are the things you got to do. Here's really in-depth details. And here's where you do the work, right? Any of the properties in this case that are for sold pending marketing, you choose the one and then you click market. And now you're on the page to do the marketing, right? And now that you've got the checklist or you looked at the instructions, you can go through this page. Again, starting with a Facebook ad, social media posts, things like that, all kinds of stuff here. But the real reason I wanted to bring you here is at the top is a resource. There's a resources page. Here's where you can connect to our YouTube channel. Here's where you can follow us on Instagram. Our short videos are here too. Here's how you get to our mastermind group. And here's where you sign up for our live webinars. Our support and our blogs, I don't know. If you need to learn what's going on, YouTube is where it's at, or our short Instagram stories. That's going to help too. Over on the listing side is also something that's really exciting that I want to talk about. And that is our listing presentation. Okay. Now our listing presentation, we create two versions of it. One is just a generic one that I actually think if you're on this call and you have an account, you should go download and print this thing, because you don't know half of what we do. Let's just all agree upon that. You probably don't even know 10% of what we do. And so if you come here to this page and you click on listing presentation and you click on property marketing plan, which is the listing presentation, and download it, you're going to see everything that we do when it comes to listing marketing. And if you come here on the flipbook version, you will see that this is available for you to present. So what good is a listing presentation if you can't present it to somebody? And right here, you can just flick through the pages, and this is everything we're doing. You should really know what this is, especially if you're going to find yourself in a listing presentation, right? You should be able to speak to this. It doesn't mention listings to leads. It's just you and your logo. And this is going to help you close those listings. It's actually pretty tough to compete. But another cool thing about this is on the listing itself, you can actually create a listing and give it the status listing presentation. Why would you do that? Because that particular listing presentation that I showed you was generic. It's got like some generic photos in it, right? But here, if you create a listing and you just add a few data points like this, and you add a photo or two of the property, this becomes a fake listing, only designed for a listing presentation. We're not marketing, we're not putting it on social media because you haven't actually got a listing contract, right? But now the photos that you put in it are going to be swapped out. So the photos that you're looking at when it's saying, hey, this is what my ads look like, they're going to see their home on it. This is what my social media marketing looks like. They're going to see their home on it. They're going to see that you make a YouTube video. They're going to see their home throughout this presentation. Okay. You can even say, hey, why don't you, while we're talking here, why don't you just scan this right now? And then this link is going to pop up that's going to open up this mobile optimized website on their phone while you're talking. This is a really powerful presentation. It's really difficult to compete with. Like if you were just a random agent trying to cobble all this together for every listing, it would be really hard to do. Okay. And our presentation doesn't say that we're doing it for you automatically, but if you want to close more listings, you should get familiar with this little presentation and be able to speak to it. Okay. What else? Oh yeah, yeah. So remember I was saying that we've got some new and old technology, some new technology that we pushed in October and some new stuff that's coming down the pipe. So I want to give you some food for thought. These two tabs here, follow-ups, these are drip campaigns. And I recommend that if you have a CRM and you're going to connect us to it, think about your drip campaigns. Are they closing deals for you? Or are you just looking at your leads in your CRM and really nothing's happening unless you call them? Because if it's the former, if you're just collecting leads and your drip campaigns are not turning anything on, turn these on right here. If you're running ads in Spanish, you can also turn on the Spanish ones, right? But this tab, follow-ups, and this leads, there's another new technology that's laying right here, and it's called AI text follow-ups. And I highly recommend it. I think right now we're still have it like on sale pricing. It's $50 and we'll work up to 50 leads. So if you are using our Facebook ad software, like if I'm telling you to run an ad every week and you're like, I'm going to do that. Well, then you should probably sign up for this AI text follow-up, because here's the thing. When you think about capturing leads, now that we have a lot of ways to capture leads, when you think about converting leads, there are three major ways that people approach leads to convert them. Okay. Phone call, email, and text. And what do you think is the most effective way of converting a lead? Cut to the chase. It's texting. Nobody wants phone calls from people they don't know. And we're all getting 200 to 300 emails a day. So are your emails, drip campaigns from your CRM doing anything? The answer is usually no. But if you texted them with simple questions, one at a time, not a big paragraph of everything that you know, they will respond. And you are basically having a conversation via text. You can do that yourself, right? You don't have to use our AI, but our AI software is so smart that it's converting 9% of our leads with phone numbers to phone calls. We give you the whole conversation. And at the point that they say, we've texted long enough, I'd like to book a phone call with you, we give that to you. So if you're trying to grow your business, you need to talk to more people, right? If you're really awesome converting leads on your own, you don't need our AI text follow-up. If you're not, and you're trying to grow your business and you don't know how to get leads and you don't know how to market and you don't know about social media and you're not tech savvy, run ads on Facebook like I've shown you and turn this thing on, and you will start to convert 9% of your leads to business. okay, to phone calls. Now, ideally, you are comfortable on the phone and you can take a good percentage of those and, and turn them into meetings and contracts. But that's the bottom line. That's something, if you're an agent that manages 4, 5 or more listings at a time, you already know you have to be running ads on Facebook, right? So your budget's going to be even higher than what I'm suggesting. It's going to be easily double that, right? I, if you're a realtor that's managing 1 to 2 listings at a time, I would tell you, you probably need to have a $400 a month budget so that you're running ads on your properties, you're running ads on landing pages like Home Value, and you're running ads on PDF guides, right? And that you're using our AI text follow-up to work those leads, right? Unless you have all the time in the world to be texting back and forth with all the leads you're capturing. So I hope that is making sense. These 2 tabs on the left, in the near future, it's going to take us a couple months. We've got a heavy lift of something we're doing right now. In the near future, that's going to be called pipeline. And as I mentioned, we've been doing this for 15 years. There's no company that's even close to capturing as many leads for our clients, whether they're paid or free, as our platform. So we're really more concentrating in the last year and the next few years on how to help clients convert them into business. So stay tuned, watch that page. I didn't mention this. Oh, I did mention that we can sweep in your listings. There is actually a client review website. And if you have listings, you should always tag your client. You should copy this URL, take it to Facebook, tag your client, thank them for their review, because all your reviews are here. And also our marketing plan, which they can actually download, right? Our listing presentation. You can snap in a testimonial if you want. The PDF guides that I was mentioning, yeah, you can download those too. Just give us your contact information, right? The rest of your listings are here. So all the listings in your account are right here. And if you click on it, we're going to get to a mobile optimized website that is, of course, going to capture leads as well. So that's really what we're about, is creating tools and an environment that just is designed to capture leads for you in multiple ways. So that's our client review website. Let's go up in here and look at landing pages real quick. So landing pages they're like a simple 1 or 2 page website, right? And we create new construction for you right here, and you can customize it. It doesn't always have this like financing time clock thing here, but that's literally, you can customize things to do that. You can change the background pictures. We create an instant home value here, a down payer assistance one here, and you can use them as they are, or you can update the text or change the background or video or stuff like that. We also created this one. One of our clients actually came out and said, hey, I created this custom landing page just like this, and I'm getting listings with it. And we were like, wow, that's awesome. Let's create this for all of our clients. So now this is sitting in your account, and you can use this multiple ways to get it into your market. And if you don't see something that you're looking for, click on create landing page. And when we started the call, we were looking at a report that showed us the instant home valuation, which is property valuation plus. I also showed you a number of custom things that clients were just creating on their own. Doesn't matter when you click it, when you create it, you got multiple ways of getting it in front of people. So definitely use that. I'm going to just tap on social content real quick. You set this up in the setup. We went through that startup wizard a minute ago. And so I just want to show you this because this is where you can fix it up if you skipped it. We have clients, their Instagram accounts are growing followers because they just like the content. It's colorful, it's light, it's not heavy, boring industry read. Our clients using Google My Business and having us put our content on there on a continual basis, they're finding that their Google My Business is coming up to page 1 on the local SEO search because Google is favoring our content. So if you have Google My Business, you should definitely be turning on the social content there. Now, we've looked at PDF guides a number of times. We haven't talked about Google. And it's not because I don't love Google. It's just that there's so much you can do without running Google ads. But if you're in the listing game, you want more listings, you definitely want to be thinking about, how do I run home valuation landing pages on Google? And how do I run any of the 40 PDF guides for homeowners on Google? Because our clients are getting listings doing just that. Okay. So let me close a few things here. I got way too much open. If you click create a Google ad, let's do a PDF guide, right? And let's focus on getting seller leads. If you want buyer leads, please run your ads on Facebook. Cheaper leads, high quality. Our clients are converting. We have a client who actually was selling a home in south of Dallas, Texas, generated 114 buyer leads with our Facebook ad software for one home and converted 4 of them to buy a home, right? To generate 114 buyer leads on Facebook costs about $350. The commission on 4 home purchases in Texas is probably more than $350. So there's a good return on that. And that's why you want to be focused there, right? But we're looking here at PDF guides, and I can't remember why. Oh yeah, we're on Google, right? I'll just show you. We had somebody in the mastermind group come in and say, hey, I ran an ad on 12 mistakes to avoid on Google in my hometown, right? In my area where I work, right? And this is how you do it. Hey, what happened there? Should be able, yeah. So once it's blue like that, you click create ad. Now, I don't know if you've ever run an ad on Google. It's hideous. It's like the worst. You have to know way too much. We know that all of our clients are in real estate, and we can tell by what you're clicking what your goal is. And so we have done everything in the background. And the background, you can see if you feel like it, you can see all the keywords we've automatically put here for you. You could see the headlines. These are headlines up here that we've written for you. You need multiple ones. You also need multiple descriptions. That's these here. That's because Google likes to rotate these things until they land on the set that totally works the best. So you don't need to know all that. You just need to know what tool you want to market and know how to spell the city that you want to target and click that green button. It is a $50 a day budget, and that's because seller leads can often cost $30 each. Now, 30 is what we know of, right? There are a lot of clients who run ads. They don't tell me what the ad budget is, but I have a lot of conversations, and that's how I know in Dallas, Texas, those leads cost $30 each. If you're sitting in Manhattan, they're probably more expensive. So we put the daily budget at 50. If you're sitting in, I don't know, Elko, Nevada, your lead cost might be 10 or 15 each. There's nobody there, right? You're living around a bunch of rocks. So that the price per lead is set by both Facebook and by Google. And depending on what you're doing, even when you're doing it, basically how much competition do you have, that's going to set the price. And let's see, let's go over to listing marketing, because one thing that we didn't mention, I went completely backwards this time, maybe so that I know I don't forget anything. Your listing should hit our system automatically. If not, you can use grab active listing button here. And if you're doing open house for somebody, you should absolutely do this. Why would you do that? So let's see, do we have an open house? We don't have I'm going to save an open house right here. So if you go in the mastermind group, I'm going to say 3 weeks ago, a lady came in the account and said, hey, I borrowed a listing and I pulled it in the account, right? I was going to do an open house. I was going to sit on an open house for this agent in our office. And so I pulled the listing in and I ran a Facebook ad and I shared it to my social media accounts and I shared it on some free groups to say, hey, there's an open house this weekend. And you would do that. That would be the first thing I would tell you. But she also did something that I always recommend, and I don't know if agents really pay attention to what I'm saying. This letter right here is called the Nearby Homeowner Letter. And she downloaded this and door knocked 50 homes with this tool. We create automatically for every agent, for every listing in your account. This is our number one tool for capturing listing leads that turn into listing contracts, right? It says, in this case, open house, go check it out, scan, go there. But it also says that will affect your home value and go here to get your free home value. So when you're running an ad on a Facebook with this very exact landing page, it's going out in a 15-mile radius in front of people who you have no idea who you are and they don't know who you are. So it can work. It's not the best thing to do, but it can work. But if you took this letter and you gave it to homeowners, especially around your current listings, that's a really smart thing you can do. Now, this agent didn't have that list. She just said, you know what, I'm going to door knock the neighborhood to let them know because maybe some of those people want to buy or sell a home. She printed 50 of these, walked her neighborhood, and by the end of that open house, had her own listing. And that's normally our clients will use Express Copy over here, which is an integrated printer. And they don't do this with open houses. They do this with these letters when they're just listed and when they're just sold. And if you click on Get Mailing List, you can say, I want this to go in a 1 or 2 or 3 mile radius. Only mail it to homeowners with more than 6 years equity. Boom, submit order. They download it, they fold it, and they mail it to people with 6 years equity in whatever radius you decide around your current home. This is an awesome thing to be doing. The only downside of Express Copy is that their font, the envelope looks like bulk mail, right? So let me go show you what our clients do, which is not many of them use that. They do it themselves because they're buying the list themselves. They're doing custom envelopes. They're really branding it, making it look great. But Pat here is doing, and I wish I could help you, but Pat's been a client of ours, I think for 14 years, a long time. And she always prints up 100 every time she has just listed. And every time she sells it, she prints up another 100. In this case, it's sold. But then she does something I've never seen another client do. She prints on the back with Microsoft Publisher, and then she folds them herself and handwrites these envelopes. That little red stamp was done by Microsoft Publisher. Okay. And you can tell by just looking at the paper that there's text on it, that there's something important that I should probably read. And since it's handwritten and it's got the stamp, here's another interesting tip I got last week. You see that stamp, that looks like a forever stamp. You know what I mean? You pay it once and it's all. But I found out, I just heard last week, and you might want to test this yourself. Somebody said, hey, when you don't use forever stamps and you get like those nice, colorful, interesting stamps, people open that more often because I don't know why, but they're just saying we get a higher open rate just by our stamps. So why would Pat go through all that work? It's because on the batch of the first 100, 4 people called her and wanted to sell their home with her. On this batch, which is the sold batch, another 4 people called her and they want to sell their home with her too. So that's 1 home and 200 pieces of mail. If you want more listings, that is called the Nearby Homeowner letter. You should really learn how to use that. Okay. And if you go in the Mastermind group and you type in Pat Motley, or you type in Dustin Fox or Chris Winstead, you're going to find that they are all leveraging this and having incredible success with their business. So I definitely want to make sure that that's there. Now, we also have scripts. If you like to circle prospect or you want to call your database or whatever, we write scripts for you, right? We have short form video scripts. If you're into social media, you definitely want to do that. We do create virtual tours and single property websites. And yeah, we create a luxury version and a lead gen version. So if you want more listings or if you want more leads, try using as many tools as you can, including these. Whenever we create a print tool, whether it's a sign writer or a postcard or a Nearby Homeowner letter or almost anything, there's going to be a QR code. Okay. So if you're thinking QR codes, and everybody's been thinking about them since COVID, we've got them already built in automatically. So that's just something worth doing. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to show you one more thing here. There are a lot of coaches that are talking about us around the country, right? And we're really appreciative of that. They do it because they're trying to get their clients' business to be more productive. And boy, you can't get more to help you grow your business than this thing, especially for the money. right? But I want to share one. There's this one coach named Amanda Albright, and she is just constantly telling her clients, go to Listings to Leads, create your home valuation landing page, the one for your number one farm market, and get their QR code under marketing tools and put that on everything that you print. Because God knows if you're in real estate, you probably have whatever print that you're doing, right? Maybe you're doing it with a lending partner, maybe something that your office gave you, but you have some print going out. Ideally, you're using our stuff because you know that our stuff's going to capture leads. But even if you don't, you can take this QR code, embed it in there, and always put the word scan here for your free home value. This lady has been doing it for years. And when you're mailing things to a home, they may not want it that very moment, but they leave it in their kitchen counter. And then one day they know they want their home value and they scan it. And she said, I just keep getting listings from this because I've been doing it for years. You might want to do something like that as well, right? There's multiple ways to market any of our landing pages. You know that now, right? Facebook. If you're creating an instant home valuation landing page, you should by all means be running ads on Google with it. But these leads, like I said, 25, 30, dollars each. But there are a lot of ways of capturing seller leads. And that's why I cover top tools from more listings. Some of them are free ways. Some of them are paid ways. Definitely different quality leads based on what you're doing. A lot here on this YouTube channel. I sent it to everybody before, but let's just do it one more time in case you missed this. Are there any questions from anybody? It's been a quiet day. If you need a team account, let me know, right? You can find my information right on the website. I'm Vince at listingstoleads.com. If you need any kind of office or team account, I'm usually somewhere. I think if you click schedule demo, my information is right on this page here. Yeah, right there. You can also schedule a call with it if you want to just go over some things. And if you need help and if you're new to us and you're just trying to figure out what's going on, you can also just schedule time. All right, everybody. I don't see any questions. I really appreciate you joining me here today. And keep an eye on our new stuff. Don't forget what I told you about running Facebook ads and using our AI text follow-up, because that is a very powerful combination. And if you want to close more listings or more buyers, leverage that, use that. It's awesome. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. Have a great week.